Okay, we're going to have a little look now at, well, these are heavy duty, well, they're referred to as heavy duty anorak snaps. Now, these are made by Hemline, and I've had these lots of times. I've also had very, very similar from Emmeline. She does a heavy duty snap. I think these are slightly heavier duty than the S-clip ones that I've shown you in another video. Very similar to look at on the outside, but a slightly different technique to fit them. I've got a dies for my press, but I'm going to show you how to do them with the hand tools that come with them, because most people, well, if you buy them, generally speaking, they come in a box and they come with the tools. So let's have a little look at what we get in the box. First of all, we have the base plate, which has two different sides. So one side you've got like a kind of little nipple in the middle, and the other side is concave. You get the tiniest little tiny chopping board, a cutting mat that you ever did see. My children, when I've polished my cutting board, like to flick them across and play like blow football with them. I've got quite a lot of these because you get one with every set that you buy. You have a cutting tool, so that's just one of the, put it down and hammer on the top, and a splaying tool. So those are all the tools that you need to fit these. The snaps themselves come in 4 separate pieces, and you have to get the right pieces with the right bits, otherwise it won't work. So you have the front of the snap, which is, this one's a sort of a brushed steel kind of colour, bit like a thumbtack, very similar to the ones that we looked at just now, but not the same. And then the bit that goes with that is the female part. It's a bowl, effectively. Then you get the back of the snap and the male part. And you can see they look quite different to the other snaps that we've got a video for. So if you're interested in the other snaps, they're called S-clip snaps. And I have a video on my channel for that. So have a little look. But these are slightly different. These are, say, referred to as heavy duty snaps or anorak snaps. I've got another piece of scrap faux leather that I'm going to put this on. So we start. I don't use this because I've got my faithful old cutting board that I've grabbed out of the kitchen eons ago. And we use the, let's just move things away from the side of the table because everything starts vibrating when I make holes. Use the cutting tool to make a hole. And we're going to start with the front part. So I'm going to take that piece that looks a bit like a thumbtack or a drawing pin. I'm going to push it through the hole. It's a snug fit. I can't keep saying that enough, but you do need to make sure when you put any kind of hardware in that if you're making a hole, it's a snug fit. If you're doing this through 1 layer of faux leather, I would always interface inside of it. If you're doing it through 2 or 3, you'll be fine. You don't need to interface any additional extra pieces. So we're going to make sure that we have the dome side facing upwards, and we're going to place that dome piece that we've got through our faux leather or fabric. If you're going to use fabric, it's fine. Just pop a little bit of fray check around the outside of the hole just to make sure that it stays stable. And we're going to take that bowl piece, and we have it with the bowl piece, the bowls, the concave part facing upwards, and we put it over the stem. And the process is very similar to the other snaps. We take the splaying tool. Now this one's quite small. They're not very long, so you do have to be careful. Many's the time when I've whacked my fingers. And you place the splaying tool over the stem that's in the middle. Hold it at 90 degrees. Take your hammer. I'm just going to move these bits off of here. And 2 or 3 firm. Oh, probably need another one of those. I don't, maybe not being firm enough. I usually do this outside on my doorstep, so it's got something that's got no got high resistance. This table moves a little bit when I, it moves and the camera falls over. Sorry. Right, that's now fitted. That's the trouble when I start hitting on the table, because it bounces everything. So that's one side fitted. Let's get the other side done. Let's make the hole, and hopefully you won't fall off the table again. I did catch it this time. So we're going to insert the back part, which is the one with the long stem on it, through the hole. Again, if you've only got one layer of faux leather, then I would always interface, put something inside, a little bit of Decoville. So you can see that it's really snugly through that hole. There's no sort of gaps around the outsides. Turn your base plate over, and you want that little nipple in the middle there to go into the hole in the back of the snap. Take your last piece, so you don't have to choose which one, it's the last piece. Lay it over the top of the stem. Okay, where did the spreader go? Okay, where I'm hitting things, it's clearly ended up on the floor. So I can't actually show you because it's disappeared. I'm going to have to find it. No, it's not here. Very professional. Okay, I found it. It just went on the floor. So I've got my back panel in with the male part over the top. I've turned my little base plate over, and I'm going to make sure that the hole in the centre of the back plate sits over that small nipple in the middle. I'm going to put my spreader bar in the centre, and I'm just going to move the camera right onto the table so that hopefully it doesn't jump off. And there we go. And what we have is a perfectly fitted snap. And these are probably, I think these are tougher than the alternative, which is the S-clip snaps. They look very similar from the outside, slightly bigger at the back, I guess this one is. But this one doesn't stay as tightly done up, so the S-clip is a little less robust than the Anorak snaps. But that's how you fit them using the hand tools that are provided. Try not to throw them on the floor, and it's usually best if you don't do it on a table where you've got movement. Do it on a hard surface, so a doorstep or a concrete floor or something like that. Saves everything flying off the table.